to the city streets, we began to feel the fire.
Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for being here and accompanying me as I do things around the house and just get all this summer crops cooked, and it's gonna be a fun day today. Hello everyone, I'm just out here in the garden. I am trying to get all the corn that came out up cut because it's kind of drying. It's just so hot here that it hasn't been raining. Everything's drying and I want to get it boiled and I also wanted to say thank you to all of you for the response from the last video. I hope that was encouraging to you all, and welcome to all those new subscribers. I'm really excited to really get this channel off the ground, and hopefully this is the beginning of a community of people who are like-minded and wanting to use the resources and what God has given us to do what we need to do every day. And so I hope that this channel is a place where we can be encouraged in the word and in the practical side of things. So I had just came home from the grocery store and I'm just putting things away, and that's kind of the topic for today. I really thought a lot about what to talk to you guys about, and that's what I went with. So I'm going to be just sharing with you what it looks like to meal plan and budget and prepare everything for a family of 3 on one income and household, and what that might look like if you're thinking about that, or if you're in a similar situation, or perhaps maybe what I share helps you if you're just looking for new ideas on how to meal plan or how to save money on groceries. Oh my, this thing keeps falling. It's a stick-on holder for your paper towels, and I love it because it stays out of the way on the counter and on the table. And I used to have one that just goes on the table, but when you're living in a mobile home or a small kitchen, you really need counter space. So I was like, I need to find something that I can put on the wall. And it actually has screws, but I just don't want to screw anything on to this because this material that the cabinets are made from is that kind of wood that kind of is not real wood. So when you drill into it, I don't know, I just feel like it's gonna be a mess. But anyways, that's off topic. Okay, so you see me here. I cooked some of the corn from yesterday. And this is the second day I'm picking corn and boiling it. And so what I'm doing is that I am freezing it and labeling it in these little packs that are pre-portioned, so that if I need corn to add to rice, to add to a meal, I can just thaw it and take it out in an already portioned amount that I can handle. Anyways, so let's start talking about the meal plan and the way that I do it now versus the way that I used to do it. So I guess you'll learn a little bit about me in this video. I used to work full-time as a teacher, and the way that I prepared meals and the way that I bought food was different than what I do now. So going from 2 incomes to 1 is a big decision, and it's a very big life change, I would say. For the better, and also it comes with its challenges. So I won't say that it's easy, but it's a choice that we made as a husband and wife. And maybe I'll talk about why we did that and all that, but in another video. But the way I used to do it was that I would sit down and I would look through cookbooks and get inspired. I love cookbooks, okay? I love recipes. And when I just got married, I didn't know how to cook, so I had to use cookbooks anyways because I didn't know any recipes, and we've only been married for 2 years, so I'm new to all this homemaking stuff and cooking, and I didn't learn how to cook when I was younger. I regret that, but here I am. After I got inspired and looked through the cookbooks, then I would decide on a menu, and from that menu, then I would make a list and decide what I was going to buy at the grocery store. We had a set budget, but I mean, there was always wiggle room. And I will say that I have links to in-detailed blog posts about what I actually do in detail, so that you can check them out, and they're in the description below. And I have also linked things that you see in the video if you are on the market for those kind of things, like the cookbook or just, other random things. And anyways, let's go back to the point. Okay, so where were we? Okay, so then after that, I would go to the grocery store, or I would buy it online. I would order the groceries online, and then I would have my husband pick them up after work, or I would pick them up after work as well, because he usually got home later, so then I would pick them up on the way home from school. Then what I usually did is that I would come home tired, and I would grab something to eat on the way home, and then rest. And I will say I was pregnant during this time, so I was extra sleepy. And then I would cook dinner. I would cook dinner around 6 6, and that's when my husband would be getting home around 6 or 7 p.m. And I was exhausted and from work, and I would just cook something up. And honestly, that wasn't the best system. But when you're working full time, it's hard to balance the home and work. Anyways, now let's talk about what I do now that we're one income and that we have a strict budget. I laugh, but in all seriousness, living on a one income is hard work, and for the person staying home and doing the cooking and managing that side, it's a bit stressful. So before I go actually into the details of how I do it now, I want to read a psalm to you. If you are in the similar situation to me, maybe it's not because you're on a one income, but either way, no matter what your life choices are, I think that we can all say that we are in a time in America where we're struggling with food. Honestly, I think everyone can agree, no matter what, I guess, place you are, whether you're low income or middle class, I don't know. So I will be reading from Psalm 91. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High, who abides in the shadow of the Almighty, will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. For he will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and a buckler. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in darkness, nor the destruction that wastes at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only look with your eyes and see the recompense of the wicked. Amen. And here's what I do for meal planning now. Here is the breakdown. What I do now is that instead of meal planning the way I used to, which I recently described to you, I have a strict budget, and I'll say the numbers here, but again, everything is written out in the blog in the description. So we have a strict budget of about $300 to $350 a month, and that includes toiletries and baby stuff. And you might be saying, well, that's too little, or actually maybe you're doing it on less, but that's not the point. The point is that I'm sharing this with you so that you can see what it looks like for a small family of 3 to meal plan on a one income, and a realistic view into what it looks like, and how meal planning changes. Anyways, back to the way I do it. Okay, so then I really look at what my priorities are and decide what I am going to buy, and that does not include any type of processed food, sodas, anything like that, anything that is pre-made. So with this, that means that I do most of the cooking like from scratch, and I won't say that we don't eat out, because we do. I mean, we live in America. Okay, then I shop once a month. I don't do it weekly, and I would say that's the biggest change, going from shopping weekly to shopping monthly, but that's where the savings are, because the less you go to the store, the less you spend, and you have everything you need in the fridge. I think you saw everything that I bought, because I actually stock up for the whole month, and I go to a store, about 3 different stores in 1 week. So I don't do the shopping on one day. That's kind of impossible for me in this time. But I have designated money for meats, for vegetables, for grains, and that's how I make it happen. And then obviously I pre-portion everything, freeze it, and prepare it, so that it's all kind of organized. And this is a whole month marathon, so it doesn't happen in one day. But anyways, if you really want all the details, please go ahead and look at the posts in the description. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.
Never stop. Every shot from the top.